Hey y'all, I think this is about love, some type of love, something like that. All about the healing. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though, with my peeps? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross Watcher. My day ones, my day twos, my new news. I love you. Yes, I do. All right, so like I said, this got something to do with some type of relationship. But what I'm getting is your thoughts, your negative thoughts that's still swarming around in your subconscious or even in your conscious mind about love. Now, you got mask here. Overall energy. Mask. Either you carrying a mask that you're ready for love, and you're really not. Or this is a negative thought that you having about a potential love interest coming in. Somebody coming in. Your feelings like all I see is your thoughts, ruminating thoughts that, you know, it sound like why am I opening myself up when all they do is wear masks? All they do is lie. All they do is break my heart. All they do is try to make a fool out of me. You have many, many reservations about opening up your heart for love. But you know at the core, your very being, you know that God has already told you. You know that God has already aligned you, meaning aligning you with the potential, with that one. God has given you dreams. God has told you. God has prophesied, has sent people to prophesy to you about this love relationship that's coming in for you. That's ordained, not just coming in, it's ordained. It's this love relationship is stamped on your life. I know I did a reading when I said stamp of approval. God has stamped you A for approval, but God has stamped marriage, not just a relationship, a marriage upon your life. This is your one and only. This is the one that God has ordained. God has made this person for you. And what I'm seeing is all these reservations, negative thoughts, negative thinking about love, because you've never ever, as you look back, you've never experienced a love that was a lover that was just for you, a lover that was all about you, a lover that was going to give only to you. You've never experienced that, so it's kind of hard for you to believe and have faith in that. Because every time you open up your heart, every time you extend your heart, every time you believe, every time you open yourself up to believe and have faith, it's always in the past have bit you in the butt. you know, and turned out to be something negative, turned out to be something that you wish that you hadn't opened yourself up to. Triumph in reverse. No victory. You've never had victory in love. You've never had a win in love. You feel like you've never received justice for all the things that have been done to you. You've never received your just due. Those people have walked all over you. That person have walked all over you, and still to this day have not received justice. You have not received justice. You have not seen judgment been rendered on your behalf. You aligned with them, but no one has ever aligned with you. No one has ever aligned with you. You want to have a family. You want to have this love. You want to have this marriage in right standing. You want to have what God has ordained for you to have in this lifetime. But you got all these thoughts, all of these reservations, negative thinking, negative energy in your mindset about this. You feel like everything is okay, but they're not. If you're thinking this way, they're not. You are what you think. You got to clean up the stinking thinking. You got to clean up your thoughts and be more positive and open to receive what God has for you. No matter what you've been through, no matter what you have experienced about love, it never ever means that the next love, the next person, the next husband, the next woman, the next man is not going to treat you right. You feel like you feel like you don't want to be trapped. You don't want to be set up. You don't want to have that feeling of being trapped and set up again. You don't want that. You just don't want that in your life. And that is a fear that you have on the inside of you in regards of love, regarding of love. You're tired of being angry. You're tired of being angry and full of rage. But nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about this rage that you have on the inside, about the things that has been done to you, about how somebody treated you, how they disregarded you, and how they talked to you, and the horrible, horrible, horrible things that this person or people placed upon your life. It's things that nobody know about. It's things that you don't talk about. It's things that you just don't allow yourself to even connect to that anymore, because you know that you have a lot of rage and anger about how things have turned, how things were in your past, all the stuff that you had to endure and experience. And you want to come out of this space, and because you knew you know the rage and the anger that some of you still feel, but you disconnect yourself, you disassociate yourself from it. And then some of you, you remember how it felt. You remember how it feel, and you don't want to ever place yourself in that predicament. You don't ever want to be in that ever again. And that is what is holding you back from fully opening up yourself and surrendering to love. You got ready here. You got readiness. You got sweetheart. And then again, we got control again. The puppet is showed up again. But the readiness is in the upright. So you are ready. But it's what I just explained to you. Some type of rage, some type of anger, or that you're still holding on to, or you've released that, but you remember the rage and the anger and the hurt and the bitterness. You remember all those feelings and emotions that you went through and you experienced. You remember it. And you don't ever want to be placed in that again. So you remember, but yet God is trying to give you something. Give you what he promised you. But you're still stuck some type of way. Either you stuck in the past hurt, or you remember the past hurt. Somewhere between those two. The experiences of the past is either you still holding, and you haven't healed it yet, or you healed it and you have not. You healed it, but you still remember it. It's still fresh. And so in that interim, it's as if God is giving you an open invitation, but in your mind, based off what you felt and what you experienced in the past and what you've never, the success, the abundance, the beautiful, opportunity of having that good love, that real love. In your mind, you can't fathom you gaining that, you receiving that, you're getting that. You can't see it because you've never ever experienced it through a human. You've only experienced that type of love from the Most High. A human being has never loved you the way the Most High has loved you. Love you, rather. Not has loved you. Love you. The Most High. Okay? So then you got the sweetheart here. The one God has ordained for you. This sweetheart, it's in the upright. It's got love all around it. This person will love you. This person loves you. This person wants you. This person desires you. This person have been through a lot. They know what they want. They know how they want to be treated, and they are willing to treat you well. This is who God has ordained for you. This ain't no mess. This ain't no setup. This ain't no get up and this mask and pretend, and this ain't none of that. This is truly, truly a real life sweetheart, your sweetheart. One that's going to be with you to the bitter end. The one that's going to be with you through thick, through thin, all the natural desire, all the natural disasters. They're going to be right there with you, surviving with you. They're going to be with you to take all your struggles, all your pain, all your frustration away. They're going to be willing to risk it all to be with you. Then you got some of you that's feeling, it's a flip side to this. You're feeling down in the dumps because you want this sweetheart. You just want to be loved, real love. You want this in your life because you're tired of being alone. You're tired of being alone. You don't want to be alone during the times that we're getting ready to go through. You want to have that special someone, and you wondering what's taking God so long to bring that person into your life. You just cannot bear going through the cycle that our country is getting ready to go through by yourself. This readiness means that you really, really are ready. You really are ready, and you trying to figure out what is going on. You overly ready. All right, so you have that as well. Either way it go, it's a sweetheart here. It's the one that God has ordained for you to have. You are ready. Readiness is here. But this also is not going to work if you overly ready and you're trying to rush God and you're trying to push God, or you're trying to figure things out. What's taking so long? Or you in such a rush when God has already said, no, that you may not be ready. You say you ready, but evidently you're not ready if God keep having you. God is holding out on the sweetheart coming in. It is something on the inside of you that's pushing the narrative away from you. If you get what I'm saying. I'm talking to in the aspects of you wanting love, you rushing, you want to be picked, you want this person to hurry up to come in because you don't want to go through life anymore alone. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to continue, and then whatever is to come. Your mind is, life is lifing. Life is lifing for you. And you are tired of struggling, because that's what I'm getting. I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of struggling. If love is supposed to come in, then what is the hold up? What's the hold up? I need to have, this person needs to come in. I'm tired of struggling. I just keep hearing that. But it's got to be two people in the relationship, and the relationship got to be balanced for both people. God not going to send you an individual that is ready to take on the task of taking care of you, being there for you, loving you, and you come in, and then you, on the other hand, is ready to dump. You ready to dump all your stuff, all your life and your issues, your struggles, your hardships on this person. So you don't have to no longer deal with it. You tired of dealing with your own life, your own issues, your own stuff. And you ready to dump and give that to somebody else. God not gonna let you dump on somebody that's ready to give and they ready to receive. But you ready to dump. You ready to dump. And your mind is not balanced. Your mind is not balanced on giving, equal give and take. Your mind is balanced on, let me give you this because I'm tired. You're not in a space where you can equally give to each other. You're too tired to be able to give this person anything. The only thing in your mindset is to dump. God not gonna bring that person in for you to dump. You got to be able to stand on your own and balance your own stuff out. We all get tired. We all are tired. In some shape, form, or fashion, we tired of something. And life is lifing for us all. We just got different stories, different things. But God not gonna bring nobody for you to dump all your issues and problems and situations. That's for some of you, not all of you. It's for some of you. You keep saying you tired. If you tired, step back. Step back, reel yourself in. Get yourself together. Get back to the plan. You got to stand on your own 2 feet. You got to be strong. You got to be ready. That's what ready mean. You got to be strong and ready to handle your stuff. When that other person come in, they strong and handle their stuff. And then you both can come in together and handle each other and balance each other out. Equally giving and taking towards one another. Not dumping and bleeding all over each other. That's not going to work. And God is not going to honor that, and God is not going to give you that. Then you got control here and perseverance. This control and perseverance has everything to do with the outside forces concerning your relationships. You have outside forces that's trying to control and trying to dictate who, what, how love comes in or what you receive outside of yourself. They're on the outside looking in, trying to come in and control the narrative and mind your business where they should be minding their own business. But whoever these people are or person is outside of you, they're very, very persistent in minding your business and minding your relationships, what's going on in your relationships. But this ain't about them. That's why they on this row, the last row. This is not about them. This is everything about you. Your mind, what you think, how you feel, what you want concerning one aspect of your life, and that is love, your heart. We could say all day that we ready. We could say all day that love is about to come in. We could say all day that God has ordained love and marriage and everything. But if you truly not ready, if you truly not ready, it ain't gonna happen. Because God has invested. It takes two people, two halves that come together to make a whole. But your half of that whole got to be balanced. It's got to be really balanced. Your life got to be balanced. It don't got to be perfect, just balanced. Your emotions have to be balanced. Your thoughts have to be balanced. Not perfect. You got to leave the past in the past. That's another thing that's stopping. If you still stuck in the past, God not going to bring nobody in and be bothered with that. You got to be able to not forget your past. You never going to forget the experiences. But those experiences, they can't control you, your emotions, and they can't take you to another place. You have to be able to still remember what you experienced in your past and still be able to move on, be happy. It don't change you one bit. That's my past. That's, if you see this person on the street, you can say, hey, what's going on, and go on about your business. It's not you see them on the street and your whole demeanor change. You just, your face change, your attitude change, everything within you change, everything switch and turn, and you a whole nother person in a blink of an eye. God not gonna bring nobody into that. Because that means that individual that's coming together with you, that means that we could be watching a movie. And that movie could trigger you in some type of way. And that means that person will have to experience something that don't have nothing to do with them. They never was involved in it. They didn't do nothing to you. But once you triggered, and that thing turns you into a whole nother person, turns your feelings and emotions to a whole nother thing. Once it's like that, that person had to deal with you and deal with your past and have to go through that scenario with you about something that they didn't do to you. They didn't say to you. They had nothing to do with it. but yet they are going through something with you, going through some type of changes and scenarios, and nobody's saying perfect, but I'm talking about scenarios where you just snap, and it's on to this person because you have not dealt with your feelings and your emotions enough to be able to ground yourself and be able to center yourself when you triggered about something that happens in the past, where you can say, oh man, that just triggered me, man, woo, where you could talk about it. That just triggered me, man, woo. I'm trying to tell you, you could speak about that thing, you could joke about that thing and say, man, if you knew what I went through back then, man, woo, I don't want to talk about it, but woo, 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 woo. And you be like, okay, well, I don't want to talk about it. And they can be like, okay then, but that's one thing. But some trigger you, and then your whole attitude changed, and then you salty all night long, all day long. You don't want to talk. You don't want them to touch you. You want them to get up off of you. Get on, get out. I don't want to be bothered. Get away from me. They ain't had nothing to do with nothing. They ain't done nothing. God not getting ready to be bothered bringing you with that. That person don't deserve that. This person wants to love you. This person want to be with you. This person wants to commit and commit to you only. God is not going to subject this person to that. This person has been through enough, and you've been through enough. It's time to come together and be able to have something of value and substance to each other. The past is the past. What people said to you in the past is the past. What somebody done to you, that's the past. This is about me and you, and we doing what we can do right now with each other. We building towards the future to have something beautiful with each other in spite of both of our pasts. That's how you know. When you can do that, that's how you know you're really, really ready. When you could be triggered and still be able to treat this person with dignity and respect, be able to see them for who they truly are, be able to hold their hand, and you triggered, you able to flip that thing where I'm triggered, but I'ma love you because you love me. I'm triggered, but I'm getting ready to hold your hand, kiss you on the cheek. I'm about to hug you and love you and respect you and give to you in spite of my past, what I experienced and how I feel at this moment. But you got these outside people that when you find and when you have and you give to this love, you're going to have outside forces trying to come in and meddle in, but they won't hold no match. That's why it's vitally important that when this person come in, when God sends this person in, you got to be ready and they got to be ready. You got to have your A game on. You got to be whole by yourself. Whole by yourself. Whole together. Because you think that people were coming after you when you were by yourself. It's going to be a whole nother different level when you with that person. And you're going to have to be able to love this person in spite of the outside forces, the interference, the distractions, the projections that's going to be coming in. Because it's going to be rough, it's going to be tough, but it ain't going to be nothing that you two can't do together. Nothing that you two can't battle together. And I think that's it. If this was your message, or even if you received something, you don't know if it's your message, but you received it, you got a nugget, you got a gem, you got an understanding, put in the comments, I know I'm ready. Where he at? I know I'm ready. Where she at? Or I thought I was ready. I thought I was ready, but I need a little bit more time. And that's okay too. Because I'd rather say, I think I'm ready, than say that I'm ready, and then God has to pull that person back. And then I got to go through that. I'd rather say, I think I'm ready. I thought I was ready, and do some more work and make sure I know that I know that I know when I say I'm ready, I'm ready. So with that, like, share, subscribe. Hype, hype, hype it up. I'm sending love, I'm sending healing your way, and Trinity is